Believe it or not, there seems to actually be a bit of movement when it comes to the super delayed and maybe not even real for this world Tesla Cybertruck. Finally, there's something. What's up, motorheads, and welcome back to Gearbox Pizza. So we're going to be trying a few new things here as we're actually just turned 1 year old today. How's that? Happy birthday, way to go. So here's a little nugget, not a full-on video, but some compelling news in the EV world, so hang with us for a few. This is not going to take too long. Alright, so according to Inside EVs, Tesla is going to finally, and I mean finally, start production of the elusive Cybertruck in about a year, and that's if everything goes to plan. Now, you're right to be skeptical, as more or less nothing has gone to plan so far with the Cybertruck, so why would anything be different now? Well, look, we're going to be optimistic. We're going to try to be optimistic anyway. So there's a new report coming out of Germany saying that Tesla just ordered a whole bunch of production machinery from several different German companies that's intended to be used in the production of the Cybertruck. So some German Tesla blog, teslamag.de, well, they quoted some unnamed sources that this machinery has been ordered for the Texas Gigafactory, where the Cybertruck should go into production in July of next year. What's interesting here is that the same unnamed source said that these German companies have already delivered similar machinery to Giga Berlin and Giga Shanghai. So this source has also said that the machinery that's been ordered should be good enough to produce as many as 750,000 motors a year. Even though the target production rate for the Cybertruck is 250,000 units a year. But this makes sense, as the top trim Cybertruck is going to use 3 motors, and then there's the dual motor version also, along with the entry-level single motor version. And in May, the Idra Group, which is this company that specializes in making these gigantic presses, announced that they have started work on a 9,000-ton gigapress for Tesla, which seems to be big enough to stamp out that giant single-piece back section of the Cybertruck. Tesla has also purchased several smaller 6,000-ton presses from this company, which are surely being used in some of the smaller vehicles. Alright, so this is all pretty good news, right? And now, personally, I've been looking forward to this thing for a while, and I'm sure I'm not alone in my disappointment with all of these delays. Yeah, like I know, Tesla and Elon are always super optimistic when it comes to timelines. I mean, shouldn't we have a base on Mars already, along with full level 5 autonomous driving and all that? So, it's cool though. Personally, I dig the whole aim high or don't bother aiming sort of perspective. It's, you know, at the very least, it's exciting. But hey, this new timeline really does sound to be achievable. And you know Tesla's been working their butts off trying to make this Cybertruck production a reality. I mean, I can't imagine being beat to the market by Ford and Rivian sits well with our Rocket Man. I will say this though, it really does look like Tesla's taking a different approach, one that I think is going to pay off in the long term. For example, alright, just go ahead, try to buy a Rivian right now. And look, I might sound a little bit ignorant here, but from what I know, the wait isn't going to be measured in weeks or even months. And one thing is certain, we're seeing it just about everywhere with these startup automakers, and that is the magic and difficulty of scaling. Yeah, it's one thing to build a few hundred trucks to piece out to your very first die-hard customers. Now, let's see how long it takes Rivian, or even Ford for that matter, to actually catch up with demand. From the consumer perspective, I really hope they can get this all figured out and figured out quickly though. Tesla, on the other hand, well, it really looks like they're aiming for massive production numbers pretty quickly. So even though the Cybertruck might be late to the party, they might just be able to out-manufacture all their competitors at a pretty decent rate. Now, it's not impossible to think that looking forward, you might actually be able to get a Cybertruck in your garage quicker than a Rivian R1T. Again, not too sure about that, but it's something interesting to think about at the very least.
I want some pizza!